Good morning, everybody. Oh, probably can't even hear me. I don't even have my microphone pulled around here. Let's try that again. Good morning, everybody. I got where I used to just leave it here, but when I'm typing and stuff, it's right here kind of in the way. And I have to kind of look through it to look at this monitor. So a lot of times I take it and fold it up and shove it over there. And then I come in here and I forget to pull it back out. So hope you can hear me good. And hope you can see me clearly. It looks like we're okay for the moment. Let's see who we got hanging out with us this morning. Got Mr. Wilson Rubottom. Good morning. Thank you for the thumbs up. Darren Birds says, good morning, everyone from Ontario, Canada. Good morning. Clyde CNC's here. Good morning, Clyde. Leo Stager's here this morning. Another day at work, calibrating micrometers. Okay. All right. What do you use to do that? You use like 1, 2, 3 blocks or something like that? Or I wonder how you get them adjusted. Gary Hammett, good morning, sir. George Rothfuss, good morning, all on this blustery day, wind gusting to 50 plus miles an hour and dropping temps headed into the 40s. Sounds like fall's headed your way, George. Kevin Els is here. Good morning, Kevin. Hope you're doing well. Clyde said he got his spoil board cut yesterday. Hot diggity. That's pretty cool. I think I saw a video or something on Facebook or somewhere. Where did I see that? I saw it something when you posted. Marcelo's here. Good morning. Larry Gaunt's here. Good morning, all. Cool 46 this morning, headed to 80s. Yeah, we got that, man. I'm telling you what, Larry, you was talking about that rain headed my way. We got it for sure. Last night, I think it hit about 3 a.m. or something like that. And I thought we were done with it a while ago, and then it came up another, I guess one last little cloud floated over and dumped some more on us, but got lots of rain. You could have used that on your mater plants, I'm sure. Portal Woodworks is here. Good morning, David. From storm, it's still storming down there. It's I mean, it looks like it could rain here, but it's at the moment, I think it stopped raining and it should be clearing off, according to what I see on my radar on that little app. LB Sharps asked, you know what? I forgot to send him a message. Let me just do that right now. I bet, let's see, it's probably, what do we say? It's like 2 a.m. or something there now, but let me do it right here while we're talking about it. And then I will be able to let you know. There he is. I'll try that. Yeah, see, let me see how long it's been. See, man, time just gets away from me because as I pull this up, I see that it was September 22nd. And I had sent him a message. I said, hey, buddy, haven't heard from you in a while. Hope you're doing well. And he says, hi, Dave. All good here. Just snowed under with work. So I haven't had time to post anything. Seems all I do these days is work. So that was back in September. But let me check on him again. And hopefully, like I say, probably won't hear anything back today because I think it's like 2 a.m. or something. Uh, in New Zealand. So let's see. Okay, Leo says he uses gauge blocks and standards. Okay. Okay, so there we go. See if I get it. Thank you, LB, for reminding me because I sure as heck forgot when I got off of there yesterday. If I don't do something like right then, my brain is just. I know it's all part of getting old and stuff, but it seems like I don't know if maybe, maybe when I had that heart attack, it stopped the blood flow to my brain or something and killed a bunch of brain cells because it just seems like I am so forgetful, even more so now since then than I used to be. Or maybe it's just getting old. I don't know. You know what they say, getting old is not for sissies. Um, let's see, JR's here this morning. How you doing, JR? Good to see you here hanging around in the coffee sessions. Gary says, I didn't wake up if we had bad weather, but no limbs in the yard, so we must have dodged it. Yeah, I think it, like I said, I was saying yesterday, it kind of gets me because the people on the weather, and it's all of them. It's not just the one channel I like to watch. It's pretty much all of them. Every time there's a storm coming through, they always try to. I don't know. I think they make it a little worse than it is. They always say, "Oh yeah, possible tornadoes," and it's going to hit at night. So make sure you keep, And it's like now you can't sleep at night because you start hearing the wind blow, and you just want to listen for that train sound that the tornado makes. But I said, "The heck with it. I'm gonna, if it gets me, it gets me. I'm gonna go to bed and go sleep." And I slept pretty good until, I guess all the way through till about 6 o'clock this morning. I woke up and it was raining good. It sounded like the wind was blowing pretty good. But I thought, you know what? I'm too tired to listen for a train. If it comes, it comes. It's nothing I can do about it anyway. I mean, I don't have a basement or anything, so I have to get in my little hall bathroom, I guess is the place they tell you to get. And I've only had to get in there one time since I've lived here. And I was out working in my garage, and you could see a big cloud coming, and you just knew wasn't looking good. You knew you were going to get a big storm. And all of a sudden, it started hailing, and the wind kicked up, and it got a little hairy there for a while. Like I said, back then I didn't have Jack. I just had Rocky. Me and Rocky hid it in there, and just for a minute because there was stuff creaking and all that, But I'm close enough to where the town square is where I can hear the tornado sirens, and they were going off like crazy. And what's funny is at the time I had a young kid that was actually helping me out in the shop, and he was here working out in the garage with me. And right after all that happened, he got a text message or something. He looked and he says, "Oh, I got to go home." And I can't remember. He lived south of me, about 30 minutes or something like that, down in Griffin or down towards Macon, somewhere around in there. And then he texted me pictures back, and there had been a tornado come through that had blown down a bunch of trees and tear up stuff. So, in fact, I don't think he ever came back to work for me after that. He just gave it up after that. Let's see here. Who have I missed? Ryan Ballard's here. Good morning, Ryan. Larry Galt says, Dave, I use Post-it notes to make reminders or I would forget. Well, I keep a notepad right here, right in front of me, and I jot stuff down. Now, see, I should have jotted that down, but a lot of times, even when I jot something down, I don't look at it. It's pretty much if somebody says, "Oh, you ought to do this," I'll stop and do it right then, because if I don't, Or maybe I'll go, well, let me go in here and grab a piece of paper and pen, write a note. And by the time I get in there to write the note, I forgot what I went in there for. So, uh, yeah, notes are a good idea if I can get them wrote down fast enough. And there's my blurry, weak signal thing again. Oh, for crying out loud. Oh, by the way, I did order that modem that I was looking at yesterday on here, and it's supposed to be here today. But I'm going to tell you, I am not holding my breath. I don't know about you guys, but I think Amazon has gotten to be a real slacker. And yeah, and then I know they're still pretty quick, but there have been more than a few things here lately that I have ordered. And one of the things that makes me want to order it is I'll look and I'll go, well, gosh, not only can I get that, but it's in stock. And if I order it right now, it'll be here tomorrow, according to this, because I got the Amazon Prime. And I've done that on a couple of things. And, you order it, and then a few hours later, the same day, you get the notification that it shipped and it's going to be here tomorrow. And you're like, okay, great. And then tomorrow comes, and you wait and you wait and you wait, and you check the status, and it'll say, going to be there by 10 p.m. And I'm thinking, that's BS. They don't ever come that late. And usually when it says that, they're lying. It's not going to make it that day like they said it was. And then after that day passes, you go check it again, and it'll say, we're sorry your package is late. If you haven't received it by, and then it'll have the date of the next 2 days, you can come back here for a refund. And as soon as they put that, you're not going to get it, because I have never gotten it when I get that message. It's like, just go ahead and give me the refund now. I'm going to have to come back and do it in 2 days. So they make you wait that couple days before you're supposed to go back and get a refund. And then when you do, then it's another 3 to 5 business days to get the refund on your card or whatever you're using for it, which irritates the stew out of me, because you know how it is. You order something, boom, your money's gone right then. But why does it always take so long to get it back? It doesn't work that way if somebody orders something from me and then immediately changes their mind and go, oh, can I get a refund? As long as I haven't, already shipped the thing, I'm like, yeah, and I can send it, and boom, they got it right back. There's no waiting. I don't understand, but everybody's like that. Everybody's like that. They want to hold on to your money. Maybe they get a little interest off of it or something for a few days, and I don't know how that works. Clyde says, put a beer in the garage fridge. Took 3 days to remember where. I don't have a garage fridge. I don't. One, I don't have room for one. But I've never had a garage fridge. Of course, my garage is attached to the house, and so I just walk in the door, and immediately to the left is my kitchen, so where my fridge is. So wouldn't really be a big advantage for me to have a garage fridge, and I don't have one in my shop either. I'm not really one to like to drink anything, whether it be, because coffee or water or whatever you have out there, it's going to get dusty if you're working, running a machine or saw or something. Dust floats around and gets in it. And I'm sure not going to use any alcohol. Of course, I'm not much of a drinker at all now. I'm pretty much a teetotaler, I think, now. But in stock means it's in the USA somewhere, yeah. Well, see, being here near Atlanta, and Atlanta has at least one Amazon warehouse. I don't know, they might have more than that. But usually when in the past, if I see something I want to order and it says it's in stock and you can get it tomorrow, usually that's the way it works. I order it almost immediately. They go, "Yeah, your item's shipped." And I figure, well, it must be right here in Atlanta if they're going to get it to me that quick. But here lately, man, and it's not just that it comes late. It's that most of the time don't come at all. It's like, yeah, we were just teasing. We don't really have it, or we have it, but we don't know where it is. But anyway, so got a notification yesterday that last thing that I ordered and never got, that I was had the refund had been issued. So I'll probably try to order the same thing or something similar, but from a different company. But anyway, like I said, as of this morning when I checked, that router that I ordered, that Netgear, the sun's coming out. It's supposed to be here today. It says it's out for delivery, and according to the tracking number, it's an Amazon vehicle. So there again, I may get it, may not. Who knows? Not gonna hold my breath. Wilson says they're wanting to go union. Yeah, I don't know whether that helped things or not. Client says, I think it depends on where it comes from. Yeah. Whoops. Gary says, when they send it FedEx, it'll be late every time. I tell you what, I just cringe every time I order something and then they, come back later and say, oh, your item shipped. Track your pack, and you hit it and you can tell that the number's a FedEx number. I'm like, oh, I hate FedEx. And like I said, I wished that when you order stuff, they would say ships by Amazon or USPS or UPS or FedEx, however, what is the other one? DHL or whatever, because if it's FedEx, I wouldn't order it if I knew that they were going to ship it FedEx. Because one, it either won't show up at all, or two, it'll show up and it'll be beat up, like it's been run over with a truck, or three, it'll show up probably beat up and really late. So Ryan said, my giant drawer slots had that happen. We got the refund and then they showed up. Yeah, see, that's what they told me with the that other thing I ordered. They said, well, we're sorry, if you don't have it by then, we'll issue the refund. And then they said, well, if it does show up, I mean, that's what they're saying. Like, if it does show up, well, then you can send it back for a refund, or I guess that's what they're wanting me to do if they've paid me my money back or something. But it just depends on what you get. I've got a lot of things where I've ordered from Amazon and they sent me the wrong thing, and they're like, yeah, okay, don't worry about sending that back. It's not worth the trouble. We'll just, I think what it was is furnace filters. Ordered furnace filter, and I got the same kind every time, but somehow they screwed up and sent me the wrong size. And when I contacted them, they said, oh, no worries, we'll get you the right ones sent to you, and don't just throw them other ones away or do whatever you want with them. So some things it's just not worth it to send it back. Klondike's here in the house. LB says, 2 years ago, I ordered a DeWalt 10-piece cordless set. After 3 months of waiting, I contacted PayPal for a refund and got the money 12 months later. Oh, you got your refund, and then 12 months later, the tools arrived. That's weird. That's kind of weird. I tell you, they screw up a lot. I got a thing where I order the same ink cartridge. I've had the same printer for years, and they still carry that uh, Hewlett Packard ink cartridge. And back when I was super busy, I would always order 4 or 5 at a time or something like that. And it just depends if I, slow like I am now, because I'm really not doing much of nothing these days. I figure, well, I need another one, but I'll just order one. So I ordered one and got it within, I don't know, a day or two or something like that. And I looked, and as soon as I picked up the package, I thought, well, there's more than one in here. And I opened it up, and there's 4 of them in there. So, unfortunately, it's all the same one, so I can use them all. So I'm like, oh, good. Finally, catch a break on something. But now they probably won't be any good because they'll take me so long to use them now. They'll probably dry out and won't work when I go to use them. Clyde CNC says maybe third-party vendors sometimes. Yeah, that might be the case. LB says that wasn't from Amazon. Yeah, well, I was wondering when you said you waited 3 months of waiting. I wouldn't have waited 3 months. Oh, that's what I say. In this day and age, it's when you order something from anybody, there's absolutely no reason not to get a tracking number, no matter who you ship with. There's no, that's what I do every time somebody buys a kit from me. As soon as I go to the UPS store and ship it, I come home, come straight in here, send them an email and attach the tracking number and let them know, because that little thing UPS does, it always has the estimated delivery date. And I've shipped so much stuff that usually I know, depending on what state it's going to, how long it's going to take to get it. But I always give them that, and then that way they can leave me alone. They won't be bugging me tomorrow and going, "Hey, I saw that you shipped it, but what's the tracking number?" Yeah. And plus, I also not only send them the email with the tracking number, but I copy and paste the tracking number, because my website has a little section where when you fulfill the order, you can put the tracking number and then you can select who it's shipped with, whether it be USPS, UPS, FedEx, all the major things. So that way they get 2 different emails with the saying that it's shipped and the tracking number, and then that way they shouldn't bug me later wanting to know where their stuff is, because they can track it right there. LB says, if I cannot use PayPal, I don't order. Yeah. I don't really like any of them, but PayPal, on my website, I have where they can pay with PayPal, or I have that. It's called Stripe. It's like a credit card service. So if people don't have a PayPal account or don't want to use because a lot of people just don't like PayPal because, for whatever reason, they just don't like it. So they can pay with a major credit card or whatever. I don't ever see their stuff, so I don't know really how. All I know is they're using the Stripe thing instead of the PayPal. I don't see any of their information, and I don't want to. I have had people go, well, can I just, call me and they can go, well, can I just give you the stuff? No, I don't want to know your stuff, because then if something happens later and you get hacked and people start ripping you off, you'd be blaming me. So no, I don't want to know your information. Well, got about 4 minutes to go here, I guess, left on my timer. I went out there yesterday and did some more of my resin projects. So today it's gonna work out perfect. I think I should be able to finish it up. Although it ran over the side a little bit, I had some not not Scotch tape, masking tape. I put some masking tape, kind of trying to make a little wall, and there was a spot in the corner where it seeped through, so the whole thing may be stuck to my table now. I don't know. We'll see when I go to unclamp it, but I'll definitely be surfacing my table again because I've got some drips of resin. Of course, it gets harder than well, I better not say that on here, but it gets hard, and I'll have to. I just hope I can get it lifted up off the table with. I think there'll be enough leverage because it's big enough. I think I should be able to pull it up, bust it loose. I hope. Larry said he was looking for my video last Saturday morning. Yeah. Well, I think I'm going to make it this Saturday. I tried, and I could have put it out last week, but I just wasn't happy with the end result. And I'm like, nah, I can do that better. And, it's not like I have to put a video out. I'm not on that once a week schedule thing. I mean, I'd love to be able to do that, but especially now since I'm back doing the Saturday night show and stuff, I'm not. Bart says, nice coffee cup. I have one of those too. Do you? Okay. Holds a lot of coffee. That's the bigger one. I think that's let's see, how many else is that? 15, I think. 14. And then I think the other ones hold 11. But yeah, thank you, Larry. Trust me, you may have had to wait an extra week for it, but when you see it, it's going to be a whole lot better than it would have been if you saw it last Saturday. In fact, I'm probably going to go ahead and put in the video and show how, although I thought I took a picture of it, and I didn't. I guess I was so disgusted I didn't take it, but I did take a picture before I surfaced it. But now I'm going to be, because I just started over and redid the whole thing. I was just that unhappy with it, but it's the type of project where to get it where it really looks cool, like it's supposed to look, it has to be perfect. And I had messed up in one of the pockets where I'm filling these things up with resin. You have to get them full so that where two colors meet, there's a point, and you'll see when you see the video. Well, what had happened is when I poured it, it looked full, but as it cured, it sunk down. So then to be able to surface it, I had to go a little farther down, and then it created a gap between the two colors. And it wasn't much, and if I held it out here, you wouldn't be able to tell it. But I knew it was there, and I'm like, no, I don't like that. So I'm redoing it, but I'm also using a different color this time too. And I'll probably show that in the video and explain why. Hey, this is why you see it like this, and it's this color. And then when I start doing it again, you see it and it's this color. And I'll probably explain why I screwed up. So if anybody else tries one of those, they'll know not to do like I do. And that's one reason why I might have the thing stuck to the table now, is because I thought, well, I'm not making that mistake again. I'm going to make sure I got lots of resin on that, so that when I surface it, I can get it down and those things will be point to point. So in doing that, when I put all that lots on there, as it self levels, it creeped off the edge, and I saw it heading there, and I'm thinking, okay, well, let me just put some masking tape around it to form a dam. And that worked, but a couple of places it seeped through. So it may be stuck to the table. I don't know. So if when I do the video, if you see the final product and it's all pretty and everything, but it's sitting flat on my table, you'll know that it's stuck there instead of leaned up against the spindle or something. But we'll see. I'm sure I'll be able to get it off. Anyway, all right, that was my timer. Let me get out of here. Y'all have an awesome Thursday. And by the way, this is, for those of you who keeping track, and I know none of you are probably, this is number 450. So we'll try to make it another 50. I don't know when that would fall. Probably, let's see, because we do 20 some or so a month. So that'd probably be in May or maybe in June. But I'll see if I can make it to 500, and then we'll probably stick a fork in it and call it done. All right, everybody have a good one. We'll see y'all tomorrow.